Hey Rhody, I'm Elise Major.
And I'm Jenna Kaplan, and this is Hey Rhody Weekly, where we bring the pages of our magazines to life.
This week we're talking about the Lucia Festival.
We take a toasty field trip to Newport.
And I make a charm necklace in Providence.
All that and more coming up, so stay tuned. So I know that winter in Rhode Island can be pretty dark and a little dreary, but there is something happening in East Greenwich that will really brighten it up. Do you want to go on?
Sure, yeah, it's the Lucia Festival or Lucia Festival. This is that festival that happens where like they'll have a little girl wear a crown of candles. Mm-hmm. And as a big fan of the Rick Steves Christmas in Europe show, I just thought it would be cool. I know.
What show is that?
It's like this PBS travel writer, Rick Steves.
Oh, okay.
And every year he does this European Christmas show. He reruns it and they show like all these different holiday traditions in Europe. And it just seemed really cool to me that like this is one of those things that you can experience in Rhode Island. So the lovely Jenna wrote about it and interviewed everyone. And it's all about celebrating light on like the darkest day of the year.
Yeah. And I guess it's been going on for 25
Yeah,
years?
A while at least. And they have a whole festival where you can try like Swedish sweets, right? Like cardamom cookies and you know, there's like Swedish Santa and Tomte, who maybe is like Swedish somebody. I don't know, I just think it, like, I'm fascinated with Swedish culture. I love going to like Swedish shops and like dollar horses and all that kind of stuff. So I know, I'll be there.
Yeah, apparently it's, so Saint, I don't know if it was Saint Lucia or Lucia, and the story is that it was a woman who wore a crown of candles and delivered food to the Christians who were hiding in the catacombs.
Yes.
And then, so the whole thing starts with a girl who gets chosen to be like the symbolizing person for Saint Lucia. I don't know how you say it. I'm gonna say Saint Lucia because that's like the island.
I know all the Swedish people watching are like,
no,
I know.
But I guess she gets represented by a girl who has attendance, and they do Swedish songs, and then it goes into like a feast and snacks, and then what did you say it was Tomte? Is that what it is? It's like a Swedish Santa Claus.
Yeah, well, he might be like Julemont or something like that.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that is.
I read the article, Elise. That's as far as I've gotten.
I know. If there's a Swedish store, you're gonna find me there. There's one in Mystic. There's one in Orleans.
And like, if there's one thing about me.
I know. If there's a hidden secret fact, I love going to Swedish stores.
But apparently, like Sweden has a lot of festivals surrounding like the changing of seasons. Like I believe they have like a spring festival of like flowers or something like that as well. And I think because their season changes are so dramatic, like certain parts of Sweden will have like almost complete darkness through winter, and it like really, I don't know, it's a way for them to kind of mark the passing of the year and like get ready for new seasons. And I think it's really interesting. It sounds like a great festival.
Yeah, and I believe it's like in Sweden, I think it's always the same date, but here it's the Saturday.
Yeah.
So like I think in Sweden, it's always like December 13th, but here that Saturday might be like the 12th, they have the festival or something like that.
It is on Saturday, December 14th.
Oh, okay, then there you go. So Saturday, December 14th, here in East Greenwich, no passport required to enjoy this very Rick Steves European Christmas experience.
Yeah, and you can check out the full article online at heyrhody.com.
Rhode Islanders, is your home ready for winter? Rhode Island Energy is offering no-cost home energy assessments to help you prepare for the cold months ahead. In just 2 hours, an expert energy specialist will evaluate your home. In addition to personalized energy efficiency recommendations, you may receive no-cost energy-saving devices like thermostats, up to 100% off approved insulation upgrades, no-cost air sealing to eliminate drafts, big rebates on high-efficiency heating equipment, or 0% financing options for improvements. Start saving energy and money before winter comes. Call 1-888-633-7947 to schedule your no-cost home energy assessment. Visit rienergy.com/save-at-home to learn more, or go to the link in our description.
Recently, Jenna and I got toasty in Newport.
And you can too. Let's take a look.
Hey there, Rhody crew. This week, Elise and I are taking you on a snug little adventure to one of Newport's coziest hidden gems, the Let's Get Toasty bar at Newport Harbor Island Resort. Trust me, the vibe here is just as inviting as it sounds. This spot is all about turning those classic chilly Rhode Island vibes into something magical. Think crackling fire pits, ultra comfy taffy wrap blankets, and a menu packed with deliciously toasty cocktails that will have you feeling cozy in no time. From spice ciders to fun twists on your favorite classics, these drinks bring the heat. The whole atmosphere is peak cozy. Whether it's romantic date night, catching up with friends, or treating yourself because you deserve it, this is the place to be. Plus, the resort does an incredible job of celebrating Rhode Island flavors with a stylish twist. Thanks for joining us on this week's Hey Rhody field trip. If you're digging these little adventures, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And hey, tell us in the comments, how do you stay toasty when the temps drop?
We were talking about this. I recently had, I'm looking for stuff to do to keep myself busy that's not on the phone. And so I was like, I'm gonna make charm bracelets. And so I went and I bought all these chains and all these charms. But Elise, I know that you went to Nava and Providence and did it.
Yes, and I'm also a bead enthusiast for staying off the phone. But I love that places are having these charm bars. I've seen them at farmers market set up, but then I also saw one at Nava on Wickenden Street in Providence and had my own experience of building a charm necklace. And I thought it was so, so cool because what they do is they have all these little trays of like vintage charms, new charms, little beads, chains. And it's really like a DIY kind of thing where the owner, Allie, will help you, kind of guide you, which I was happy about because even though I'm like a long time like bead enthusiast or whatever.
Bead enthusiast.
I know.
It's the second time. All right, keep going.
She's
I
like,
know.
I guess I am one.
I know, self-proclaimed bead enthusiast and cyclical crafter. But I would have probably only put like 3 charms on the necklace, and she was like, no, put more. So
Yeah.
I mean, it could be like the whole necklace could be charms. And you can pick out a theme, and she has all different things. Some are seashells or nautical or like little vintage sparkly things and all different kind of chains, whether it's like a paperclip chain in silver or sterling or gold. And it was just really fun. And then you sort of lay it out on the board and she puts it together and you can go look at it in the mirror. And if you feel like you want to change it, she can change it right there on the fly. So it was really fun. And you can even buy this for somebody. You could give them, a gift card to Nava, and they could go and have that experience for themselves. And it doesn't take that long. And if you're overwhelmed, she'll sort of guide you. She also suggests booking an appointment.
Yeah, I did.
So that you don't go and it's like crowded.
Okay, so that was my question. That
Yeah.
so it's not like a scheduled thing that she does for a group. It's like something that they have in store that at any point you can go or schedule it just to make sure it's not too busy and
100%.
kind of do it at any time that fits your schedule.
Yeah, because if you showed up on a busy Saturday,
You're not getting any help, right? It'd be hard to help.
It would be hard because I think there's a lot of people crowding around the bar, the charm air table, essentially, which is like when I first saw it was on like a busy Saturday and it was like, oh, I'd like to come back and do this, which I think is a smart way to do it. Additionally, you can host your own little private party. She'll work with you to set that up and she'll have sparkly drinks or something like that. So there are all these opportunities to do that, and it was really fun. Recently, Jenna and I got toasty, and you can too.
You should see the video of us trying to say Newport Harbor
Resort, hotel.
Island Resort.
First time, look at that.
I don't think I blinked.